Hi, this is JSex with another quick video. Today I heard a story about this robbery ring who was caught and sentenced to prison for a series of Rolex robberies. They would go with smash and grab, targeting jewelry stores. They run in there, they smash the counters and make off with the watches. And over the course of a couple of years, stole millions of dollars worth of Rolex watches. Now, these are despicable people, and firstly, I'm glad they were caught, and I'm glad they were sentenced to prison. It got me thinking about the fact that if someone is stealing Rolex watches, then they are certainly selling them on the secondary market. And if you're buying Rolex in the secondary market, how do you ensure the fact that the watch you're buying is not stolen? Now, for a smash and grab, the thief would target just the jewelry case and would grab the watch only. It would be brand new, but of course there is no box or paperwork or anything. So you've got to wonder, if someone is selling a watch which is brand new, a brand new Rolex, and has no box or papers, it really must raise some red flags. But it's supply and demand. As long as people will demand this watch, they don't care if it's stolen. They may look the other way. So I'm not a thief or anything, but I'm assuming that when you steal, you want to get rid of your merchandise as soon as possible. You have a buyer already lined up, perhaps an unscrupulous seller or maybe a pawn shop or something maybe, and those people will pay you wholesale money for your stolen Rolex. Then of course they will turn around and sell it to the end user, or maybe another layer of sales. Anyway, the point is, it may get to you as a consumer if you're trying to find a watch on the secondary market. And ask yourself, what steps do you take to make sure it's not stolen? Do you talk about the history of the watch? Do you look it up in terms of serial numbers? I'm not sure if there's even a registry that's kept for stolen watches, but things to bear in mind: if you see a Rolex watch on Craigslist that is brand new and for a very low price, of course you're thinking, A, it could be fake, but bear in mind it may also be stolen. And a thief wants to get his money as soon as possible, so of course they can lower the price because they didn't pay any money for the watch and they want to get it into a cash in their pocket as soon as possible. So they may give you a great deal, but indeed the watch may be stolen. This may present problems down the road. Let's say the jewelry store reported the serial numbers as stolen. You buy the watch, and at a later date you want to get it serviced, but it comes up as a stolen watch. You will be out of the watch and out of the money you paid for it. Anyway, so I was thinking about just security of watches in general. And I'm curious with you all, do you keep your watches in a safety deposit box, or do you lock it up in a safe inside your home? And along with that, it's a good reminder to yourself that you need to include your specific Rolex watch on your home owner's insurance policy. If you have homeowner's insurance, which everyone should, obviously, it will not cover a stolen Rolex watch or any watch unless that watch is specifically itemized and categorized as such on your policy. So you have to make an addition for that specific watch in order for it to be covered. Now, that's kind of covering the home security aspect of it, and I hope you do not get burglarized or robbed in your home. The other thing to think about for security is actually on your person and walking around. Now, with some other crime rings, you know, the one I saw the story on, they were targeting jewelry stores, but other crime rings target individuals. They have what is known as spotters. So a person is going to hang out at a busy area, maybe financial district or other district where people have money. They will look for people wearing an expensive watch such as Rolex, and they will call it into their friend who is waiting to steal the watch from you. Now, there's different kinds of thieves. I'm not a thief myself, bear in mind, but there's different levels of robbery. So if you have to get robbed, hopefully you do not get injured or shot or killed. Some robbers will simply approach you and, point a gun and say, "Give me the watch." In this case, yes, give them a watch. Don't play a hero. Don't try to fight. It's not worth your life, and you will get shot. Now, these kinds of people will show a gun, point it in your face, and may be willing to shoot you, but if you cooperate, hopefully they will just leave you alone and take the watch and go. That's the one kind of, let's say, mugging or robbery. The other kind is where they simply attack you and beat you and don't ask for your cooperation. They simply maybe strike you over the head from behind. They take you by surprise, they beat you, and they take your watch. So you lose a watch and you catch a beating in the process. That's really undesirable. The other category, which hopefully you never run into, I think this is in certain countries, they simply just shoot you and take the watch. That's the modus operandus, and that's very unfortunate because you're dead and your watch is gone. I suppose if you're dead, you don't care that the watch is missing, but obviously you don't want to be shot and killed just for your watch. So I was thinking about these different layers of Rolex security, and please be careful out there. With your home situation, make sure you have it in a safe deposit box or in a secure place like a safe in your residence, and make sure it is on your home insurance policy specifically. Additionally, be very careful when you're out in public, especially in a big city or a crime-ridden area or a country. People can spot a Rolex watch rather easily and may be inclined to rob you of that by force, and hopefully it does not get worse in terms of violence when they rob you. So safety about Rolex, yes, they are great watches, but you must be careful owning them because many other people want what you have. Thanks for watching and listening. If you have some comments or questions, please leave them below. This is Jay Sykes, hoping you have a nice day, if possible. Bye.